Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to episode 7 of the Borderlands Legendary Only Run, the Leaded, featuring my brother. Now, this was the episode where things start to take a big turning point, right? Like, this is where we get a lot stronger, we can start powering through the storyline and get a lot of stuff actually done. But what I mean by that, you might be wondering, is we finally were able to unlock the bunker in the last episode where we decided to do a little bit more farming, if that makes sense. So what we decided to finally do was we'd finally taken this chance to do what we'd finally wanted to do and go and farm the hot slugger. So if for the last couple of weeks, you've also been grinding Borderlands 4 and you've been running around the map looking for a bunch of the legendaries and stuff, you will also know what the hot slugger is. But just in case you haven't been running around looking for legendaries and you've been living under a bit of a rock, this is essentially a boss where you go into one of the bunker missions that you can do after defeating Soul and Val Lecter, where you can beat a bulkhead up. It's like a specialized bulkhead, and this location will allow you to farm for a shotgun, which has a Jacob variety known as the Hot Slugger. And this gun does quite literally one-shot most things. And if you don't know where you're going, this is where you want to have to go. You want to go back to Old Sanctuary, and you just want to follow the route I did, and you'll be able to come over to this bunker. You can grab this little swarm bomb that you get that you would have done from the Bruce mission that you would have done earlier, and then you just throw it against the bunker door. And then you can start farming the boss. If you make your way through here, you'll be able to eventually make yourself to the bulkhead. So here it is, we had finally arrived at the end of the bunker, and this is where you can actually farm the bulkhead. Now, you'll be able to see kind of the damage difference that I was able to have after last episode, after getting this SMG. It genuinely made such a big difference in doing this farm. But I think this took us a good couple of minutes. Sorry, I can't speak, Jesus. I think it took a couple of tries, there we go, for us to get this. I think I ended up getting this hot slugger first, and then Dylan had to get me to get a second one to give him the other. Oh, also, this will be great for you, because this shotgun has Jacobs on it. And it's the hot slugger, let's go.
I got the shotgun.
Yep, we're done.
Wait, is this the shotgun?
So what had happened here was this bulkhead basically has a chance to drop 3 legendaries, I'm pretty sure. It's like the Atlas or... I'm so conditioned to playing Vex, I always go for a headshot. Kaleidoscope, which basically shoots out like rainbow bubbles.
I don't know, every single shot I got shoot now is just
the hot slugger, whereas Dylan got kind of unlucky and got the Kaleidoscope because it's nowhere near as good or effective as what the hot slugger is. But well, once we finish the story, we can go back to using any gun we want. Which is when I get it and drop it to him. Also, you're about to see a very interesting glitch that ended up happening for Dylan, where he broke his loot boxes to where they was just full all the time. Look, so he had literally not took any of the items out, and by the time he was finished, there was literally like 70 stacks of items in his chest. Weird glitch, but pretty funny.
No, that's a minigun.
Well, if I get it, I can give it to you. I got it. Well, it's the exact same as what I got here.
Sometimes maybe we. Sometimes maybe we.
Right, let's go get the mad lad.
Wait, I don't even have to reload it.
Wait, what? So as you can see, Dylan was very happy. Wait, what?
Slugger.
But after this, we
because I have passive.
The mad lad.
Wait, yeah, because I have passive ammo regenerate.
Wait, I want to see it. Go and shoot the boss. Use my build that I was using, where I stored the damage. My ult did it into my gun.
Wait,
I thought the mad lad was going to be a
good
weapon for it.
Try.
However, I found out quite quickly that I was very mistaken because I ended up not using it at all, pretty much.
I have to insta
The gun was great for mobbing, but it just wasn't as convenient as the hot slugger was, and it didn't nuke down bosses before it overcharged, basically. But I'll still show you where to get it from, and me's farming it a bit. But it was a pretty disappointing upgrade. It wasn't very jaw-dropping on hard.
Can't you switch to another weapon?
Legendary. It's just not something that...
Switch to another weapon and reload it.
So here we are, actually fighting the boss that drops the mad lad. Now, this boss is awkward in the sense that he will constantly spawn duplicates of himself that you have to kill while fighting him. And I won't lie, this boss is not fun to farm. unless you're like rather strong and at an end game build, this farm will always take a minute. So we were here for a bit trying to get this mad lad. Thankfully, only I had to get it, so we were just waiting on me or Dylan to get it to drop. So we weren't here for as long, but it was still a pretty tedious grind. And like I said, this guy sucks to farm, so...
Mink, 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 mink. Yeah, have it. Give my SMG.
Ooh.
Not that.
I got it.
Alright,
There
give
you
me. Give me.
Where is it? Where is it? Rogue, lucky, mad lad. Sell.
So there we go, I had officially finally got my mad lad and I was ready to move on with the story. Also, the sniper rifle you seen him drop was extremely weird and it like fire out multiple waves pretty much. Yes, we had come back to Splash Zone yet again to go and get our most reliable item yet.
Stop moving.
Fireworks. So we came back, farmed this for a little bit to get a level 26 firework and then we moved on with some story. I, for some reason, then all of a sudden had the urge to decide to make my Harlow look more drippy, considering I think she.
Right, I've got all the dumb
absolutely
ones you get for
stupid.
completing the story,
So
but they just look
we changed up
ridiculous.
the cosmetics. You know, I wasn't really
I'd like
feeling
this
a
one.
lot of them, but I decided to play around
Or
with it.
this
see what
one.
I was thinking, and then I think in the end I went
What
for the
is
Afro
this?
one. I think at the start I ended up shitting
Oh,
on it.
hell
I think I
yeah.
said it
I'm
was
rocking
fucking
this.
Stupid. But I ended up using this, and I didn't
Prep
stick
the new
with this
fit,
for the
bro.
majority of the actual run. But I came to love it,
Come
and
here.
it's still the way my Harlow looks now. But as you can see, we were finally moving on to the actual story mission, which is Run the Gate, which is where you essentially go and invade Soul's palace and fight him for the first time. But it'd been a very long time since we'd actually done a story mission at this point. We did a lot in the previous 2 episodes ago, but after that we hadn't really touched them. We'd done pretty much 2 full days of just farming and grinding to get new legendaries to actually get ready to start ending the story. But stuff starts to move pretty quick after this, pretty much. So, you know, we kill all the bandits, we do all that good stuff, and me and Dylan decide we're going to throw locust bombs at each other while we're waiting for all the dialogue to finish. But this was essentially going over, helping the guys from the camp get the locust bombs and steal the ship that we had destroyed and crashed from Seoul previously. And then we were essentially going to run up to the gate and go and finally try and invade Seoul's palace.
But
So we'd finally
Yeah,
managed to
you should
go
see
through
more.
all the effort of fighting through the big, long-ass battle that you have to do to escort everybody
I'm not
back
allowed, it's not
up to the
legendary.
top of the gate to where we can boom boom everything.
Silence.
yeah, bro.
What the hell is this? Oh my god.
Fucking yeah.
Wait, can you duel in this game?
No, we've already tried before.
As you can see, me and Dylan are just absolutely messing around while we wait for this cutscene, but this is the bit where you'll obviously see where Rush decides that he's going to sacrifice himself to allow us to get into Soul's chamber. However, you'll never guess what happens. He doesn't die. But, you know, it was the first time I'd ever did this. I really did think Rush had actually died, and it was fairly emotional. You know, he's a cool character. Nobody wants him to go. But, you know, lo and behold, he doesn't die. There you go. You see him get teleported out of there by Zadra. Zadra the GOAT, MVP of the whole thing. But, yeah, pretty interesting part of the story. So, we had finally got past the gate, and it was time to finally charge to Soul's base.
No, you were right.
Now,
I spent centuries at the
I
timekeeper's
have already
side.
done this.
This
a
gun
lot of
sucks
times.
dick.
I'm
And obviously, as you can see,
The pistol I got.
legendary I just got, I decided I was going to give it a bit of a try. It's so bad, bro. I'm never ever using this thing ever.
Yeah, this shit sucks
But
out.
this is the part where you run through
that enemy
the
doing?
bulkhead and you basically
He's just
racing
bouncing
the
around,
rest
bro.
of Soul's Palace.
Just like you're always bouncing on it.
Me and Dylan were finally starting to enjoy this challenge a bit more now that we considered we actually had a decent amount of guns and we actually had some decent loot. As you can see, the Mad Lad just kind of fell.
I can desecrate on your fortress.
Well,
I'll take a shit on your front door.
I
was gonna say, I'm about to defecate on your fortress.
The hostility, you kind of just aim and fire and everything in its path just dies.
game.
But just
Oh.
finally making it through Soul's
Right,
little
mate.
thing, as you can see. But here you
who
can
the fuck
see a
is
little
you?
speedrun tech I
watching.
learned.
I'm just Dave,
See,
mate.
the problem is if you do the speedrun tech and you haven't
You're
actually
right.
done the quest before, you do have to
Yeah.
wait for your partner
I'm
to do
already
it. So
level
I
50 on
essentially
this
just
game.
went and waited at the door while I got Dylan to do it all. Because, you know, why not? That's what brothers are for.
Do you want to hurry up and do the quest so I
But
can
it was fun.
get
And
to the next
this
one.
little speedrun thing, I do use it every time I come back to farm soul. It's so quick and it's so handy. It's so much better than running the whole way around. It just takes forever. But nonetheless, here it
I'm
is.
headed
The
to
final
Sol.
climb towards Soul. We finally ascend the elevator. We go
Let me
up
add
and
him.
get ready to take on the big bad boy Soul. And Dylan had
Bro,
also
this
done
shotgun
before,
is
so this
absolutely
a second
ridiculous.
time.
Yeah, you never
I'm
used it
literally
before.
sprinting.
The shotgun
Well, yeah, no
carries
shit.
this part of the story. So to be fair, the shotgun
literally
carries
running
the
at
rest
every
of the
single
story
enemy.
the whole way.
One shot head,
Like,
away,
no matter what
next
clip you're
one.
going to see from now on in the Legendary
Yeah, it's
series,
great.
it just kind of gets a bit one-dimensional
fighting
at this
him?
point because it is quite
I'm getting
literally
there.
just a hot sluggerfest everywhere
Fucking
you
fast
don't
travel.
always need to use anymore. Other than on the odd occasional in-boss fights where it's actually better for me to use an SMG, but other than that, you're essentially just running around using this. It's
Honestly, with how
absolute
fun this
light
shotgun is, it's on the
It's
same
just-
level
it's
as the
crazy
Unkept
great.
Herald and shit like that.
And in this video, I actually state that
I love
this
the
weapon
reload
is so
animation,
satisfying
the
and fun to
bursting
use that
animation, the
I
fact that
would put this up
headshots
there as
ricochet
how
onto
much I
other
love the
people,
Unkept Herald,
the
which
buff
says
where
a
it
lot,
gets a
'cause I love
90%
that
damage
legendary, but
increase after
such
3
a sick
kills.
shotgun, and it just makes the rest of the
Yeah,
game
it's
so
kinda
trivial.
crazy.
So we're so
It's
excited
very
about this.
boosty.
Here we go, the final climb up towards Soul. I will essentially let you actually watch me and Dylan do the fight for the first time, considering that I now do commentary over it, but I'll let you enjoy the gameplay. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll come back after Soul is defeated.
This is what you look like when you get out of the shower.
Right.
The obligation of the weak is to nourish the strong. You will die, and I will return to the timekeeper's
That's
side.
Thanos.
So I'm fat Thanos.
May we rule.
Forever!
Yo, bitch ass, so boring.
Oh, you popping your shit straight away? You better hope
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't
just
detonate
scared.
before we get a locust swarmer.
Nah, I'm just gonna hold them on him.
Alright, I've got it. Try and detonate it. Oh, okay.
Your time of terrors have ended. You shall fear the storm.
Damn it, we almost one-shot him. I think you went a bit too early.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no escape.
Shall we? I'm melting!
So there you go. As you can see, we finally decided to beat Soul, and as you can see, it was
Unlucky,
a bit of a
brother.
cakewalk. Me and Dylan at this
Dog
point have become
shit.
to get quite strong. Dylan was pretty strong with his infinite ammo, sticky ammo build, where he essentially just
I just found a
fires
really
about
good
7 million
fast
stickies
mod
onto the
to use.
target because he
Drop
never
it.
needs to
21%
reload and then
hit
damages them all.
Drop
at
it,
once.
bruh.
Me with my
Yeah,
gravity explosion, 99% damage onto my gun. But we were pretty broken at this point, but we'd finally done Soul. That's 2 out of the 3 of the champions defeated.
It's the wrong fucking tree
I'm gonna
again.
end the episode here, and next episode I will catch you on where we'll be doing a bunch of the 3rd bit where we go and defeat I don't remember her name, but you know I'm talking about, the big woman with the arms. Such a bad explanation, but I can't remember her name to save my life. But we'll also do a bit more farming. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a time I upload, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Why did you drop that?